The Tale of the Striped Tail. In the heart of Savannah, under the shade of the baobab trees, there lived a wise old lion named King Leo. He wasn't just the king of beasts, he was also a single dad, raising two very different cubs, Maximus the responsible and Zazu the, let's say, imaginatively reckless. Maximus was your classic golden boy, literally golden. He managed the antelope inventories, organized wildebeest taxes, and even taught young meerkats how to do long division using termite sticks. Zazu, on the other hand, had dreams. Big, wild, youngly dreams. He wanted to ride rhinos, taste fermented bananas, and maybe open a coconut discotheque somewhere far, far away from Dad's roar of reason. One sunny morning, Zazu padded up to his father with a swish in his tail and said, "Father, I want my share of the savannah now. I've got places to be, zebras to meet, and mangoes to munch." King Leo sighed. He looked at his younger son with tired eyes and said nothing, just nodded. He knew you can't cage a curious cub, so he split his kingdom in two. Zazu pranced off with his inheritance, 20 sacks of shiny beetles, currency in the savannah, 3 fine gazelle hide hammocks, and a baby giraffe he named Marvin. He went far, past the termite towers, over the Crocodile Creek, through the Valley of Vultures, until he reached a city called Buzz, run by baboons with mohawks and attitude. For a while, life was sweet. Zazu threw banana raves. He wore sunglasses at night. He sang karaoke with sloths. He even dated a squirrel influencer. But beetles don't last forever. Soon, Zazu was broke. Marvin the giraffe had joined a cult, and all he had left was a half-eaten mango and a trench coat made of regret. Desperate and hungry, Zazu got a job at a pig cafe, sweeping porcupine quills off the floor and refilling acorn espresso shots. One day, as he gnawed on a discarded fig, he thought, even Dad's antelope leftovers were better than this. So, tail between his legs, literally, it had gotten shorter somehow. He shuffled back home. Now, Maximus was in the middle of organizing a buffalo census when he saw his brother limping over the hill. He dropped his clipboard. "Oh, great," he muttered. "Here comes the Mango King." But King Leo saw his lost cub too. And before Maximus could say, "He probably wants more beetles," the old lion roared with joy. "Slaughter the fatted warthog," he cried. "Bring out the beetle wine. My son, the one with questionable judgment, has returned." Zazu blinked. "I thought you'd be mad." King Leo licked his mane. "Oh, I am. But love first, lecture later." As drums pounded and parrots DJ'd the party, Maximus stood in the shadows, sulking. King Leo found him and said, "My noble cub, you've always had the kingdom." But Zazu was lost, and now he's home. You don't have to like his choices. Just don't miss the joy in the return. Maximus sighed. "Fine, but I'm keeping the warthog drumsticks." Moral of the story: Even the wildest wanderers crave home. Forgiveness is more powerful than pride. And never trust a baboon with a mohawk. Freedom teaches, but so does failure. Sometimes, you don't know the value of the nest until you've crash-landed out of it. Love doesn't keep score. King Leo didn't tally beetles lost or mistakes made. He cared more about his cub's return than his reputation. Real love opens the door, even when it's been slammed 100 times. Success without compassion is a lonely crown. Maximus had it all together, but without forgiveness, he was just a well-organized soul with a very bitter spreadsheet. Jealousy roars louder than justice. Maximus wasn't wrong, but he let comparison steal his joy. The party wasn't a rejection of him, just a celebration of a comeback. Pride builds fences, humility builds bridges. Zazu's return was humbling, but it created a connection, because admitting mistakes is braver than pretending you didn't make any. Don't write someone off while their story is still unfolding. Zazu looked like a punchline, but he became a parable. And lastly, never forget that everyone deserves a second chapter, and maybe even a third.